Mark Greenback, can you hear me, Congressman?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. You guys hear me okay?
We hear you beautifully. My question
Good
to
to
you,
hear you.
sir, was besides the impeachment of Mayorkas, what are the first steps you and your fellow Republicans are going to do in Congress to secure our southern border?
Well, there are a lot of things we can do. I think some of the first steps are, of course, to request information from the department so that we can go and hold accountable the crazy, lawless dereliction of duty from the secretary. We can also pass legislation that supports the financial aid packages to countries in Central America and actually has them implement the MPP. They can actually, start putting people back into the countries that people actually come from. So there's a lot of things that we can do, and we're going to do it.
Well, Congressman Pat Fallon made big-time news yesterday by filing these articles of impeachment against Alejandro Mayorkas. It's something that a lot of Republicans do want to see, but realistically, is that going anywhere?
So what we've got to do is get to the bottom of what's happened. My committee is not the jurisdiction for impeachment. That's the Judiciary Committee. My job will be to go get the details. So we're sending letters over to the department. So we'll subpoena emails, all that kind of stuff, and do the due diligence. And then we're going to have Secretary Mayorkas come in, and we're going to look at the laws that haven't been enforced. We're going to inform the American people about the dollars that have been wasted with NGO contracts and things like that. So a lot of things we're going to be digging into, and then if it looks like he needs to be impeached, we'll hand that off to the Judiciary Committee.
Well, we should have started off with a big congratulations to you on your upcoming role as chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, and you really have your work cut out for you, especially when it does come to the border. 96 people on the terror watch list were caught trying to cross into the country, which begs the question, through those porous areas where there is no border fencing, how many people that want to do the American people harm to get through? So how do you address that issue?
So there's a number of different ways, right? So we need new technology. We need to support our CBP folks. They are having a difficult time retaining personnel and also hiring new personnel. And something as simple as a polygraph for a former veteran who has to go through this very arduous process to get hired. And, if we've got a veteran who had a successful military career, why don't we just put them in CBP? But it's simple things like that can and very quickly make a difference at the southern border.
Interesting.
But we got to take control back from the drug cartels. This president has basically given control to the drug cartels with the massive waves of people coming across at the crossing sites. They thin the line in the rural areas. Fentanyl pours in. We can address that by our authorizing legislation that demands that the DHS folks do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Point blank, Congressman, you are now chair of the House Homeland Security Committee. Will our homeland be more secure than it was the past 2 years?
100%. 100%.
Congressman.
Yes.